Good day, everyone. Today, we will be presenting our academic paper entitled Regulating the Use of Smart Gadgets, the Modern Day Children's Best Friend. In this modern period, almost all individuals have access to technology and the digital world. Milenkovic mentioned that more than 5 billion people own mobile phones. Almost in every direction, people varying in age can be spotted glued to their phone screens, and even the young children are no stranger to this. Technology has actually long existed way before. Beepers, cassettes, phone booths, and typewriters were some of the early technological inventions that helped people in their daily lives. But as the years continued to progress, technology continued to advance, and later came the smartphones, smart TVs, and AI virtual assistants like Alexa and Siri. With this drastic evolution in computers, technology was introduced to young children. Gadgets keep young children company when their parents are occupied. The early display of the digital world can be beneficial for them when used with caution. The internet can be a dangerous place, and the children being exposed to terrible things online is inevitable. Moreover, it does not only harm the children's mind, but too much screen time can also affect their eyesight, which is why this subject should be taken seriously in light that this issue is occurring in this present time. Indeed, this is a very timely and relevant issue, yet overlooked in a way that if we just pay close attention to our surroundings, a lot of the kids and even our siblings, cousins, or relatives are actually always on their phones or iPads unsupervised. So even though digital technology can help young children educationally if utilized properly, it is still very risky to expose them to the digital world at such a young age. Mainly because NSFW works are pervasive among the internet, and abused usage of gadgets can cause social problems when they grow up and can also potentially damage the children's eyesight. One of the many reasons why children should never be overexposed to the digital world is because of the pervasive spreading of NSFW contents all over the internet. NSFW is an acronym that stands for Not Safe for Work, which refers to forums, websites, and other social media contents containing explicit themes. With widespread access to the internet, curious youngsters may accidentally or intentionally be exposed to millions of pages of material that is uncensored, sexually explicit, often inaccurate, and potentially harmful. Even if young children can't understand sex or its role in relationships, the images they see can leave a lasting impression. Moreover, social media sites can also pose risk by being exposed to inappropriate or upsetting content like mean, aggressive, violent comments or images. With this, a similar case just happened to the daughter of a woman named Caroline. According to Flannery and Singer, on their interview with Caroline, she mentioned how her daughter had a difficult time sleeping and going to school after she had witnessed the news regarding the bombing in Manchester last 2017. Flannery and Singer stated that children who report high levels of exposure to violence report the highest levels of depression, anger, and anxiety that could require professional treatment. There has been a lot of discussion about how major social media sites on the internet that manage data for people can potentially become harmful to children. It is a smart idea to go over children's privacy rules and preferences and make joint choices on their channels and privacy settings. If parents ban social media, children might be more tempted to check it out when they're away from home. Children's internet access away from home can be hard to control. If frequently left unsupervised, it may lead to future complications such as psychological and social problems. Children learn a lot of things before the age of 5. Even toddlers' learning perspective is much faster than children. If they are using gadgets, their time to communicate with their parents and learning is bounded. They need proper time talking with their parents so they can learn new words and how to communicate. They need their parents and not gadgets. Also, exposure to these gadgets is linked to cognitive delays and impaired learning. This will lead to misunderstanding as children attempt to learn the distinction between right and wrong. Young children are especially fearful of frightening and violent pictures. Only reminding kids that these things aren't true won't help them feel comfortable, so they can tell the difference between imagination and truth yet. Problems with behavior, nightmares, and sleeping difficulties may result from exposure to such violence.
Technology should be encouraged and yet moderated. It is a new generation and kids should get the right amount of knowledge over such advancements. However, parents must perform their responsibility for protecting their children. While there is still time, introduce a new habit of playing outdoors and interesting games with kids of this age. Technology is everywhere, and it is not going away. Excessive use of gadgets such as cell phones, tablets, and computer desktops can cause children to experience not only mental damage but physical damage as well. According to the USA Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention, an average child spends about 8 hours a day watching electronic screens. As they are growing older, the use of gadgets also increases. Too much gadget use can also affect the long-term vision problem and will increase the children's chances of having myopia. Prolonged exposure, such as whole day use, can cause eye strains, dry eyes, headaches, dizziness, neck pain, and blurring of vision. Based on studies, blue light can damage the back part of the eye, which is the retina. This evidence reveals that too much screen time exposure can potentially damage children's eyesight. It was reported that 29% of the toddlers can easily use the gadgets and the remaining 70% are masters by primary school age. It is not the gadgets that are bad for our health. It is the prolonged exposure to the blue light that's causing the digital eye strain. Blue light is a color in the visible light spectrum that can be seen by human eyes. It is a short wavelength, which means it produces higher amount of energy. While the amount of blue light emitted by this man-made technology is only a fraction of what the sun emits. Children spend more time with their gadgets now more than ever, so that means greater exposure to the blue light. The proximity of the screen to the eyes is a cause of concern for many eye doctors. Thus, children should not be exposed too much to computer screens to avoid future eye problems and complications. Children are not forbidden from using gadgets, especially if it is of good use, such as for academic or educational purposes. Actively, digital technology can help young children educationally if utilized properly. Usage of digital technology enhances language skills if children spend screen time accessing ebooks, educational videos, and interactive rich language games. National Institute for Literacy stated that young children need opportunities to develop the technology handling skills associated with early literacy that is akin to the book handling skills associated with early literacy development. According to the report outlining best classroom practices of the National Association for the Education of Young Children, effective technology tools connect on-screen and off-screen activities with an emphasis on co-viewing and co-participation between adults and children to their peers. Because of these reasons, it is evident that young children's access to digital technology would not bring harm as long as it is used educationally and appropriately. Proper usage of technology in early childhood supports a collaborative learning environment and helps children's social development. This way, it enriches children's literacy and communication skills through educational applications such as Duolingo, Dragonbox, crossword puzzles, and Science 360. However, the negative effects of digital technology on children outweighs positive ones like its educational benefits. The digital world is a public place that can be accessed by everyone, which means that it is not a safe space for children in general. Stated by Bax writes that young people tend to see online activities as a welcome escape from the pressure of life. Based on interviews with parents and children in China, that the real problem may rather lie with figures of authority who put pressure on children to conform to their values, without considering what the children want from themselves. In this respect, it is not surprising that although disagreements around children's use of digital technology sometimes occur in the home, that cause may be found both in parents' attitudes to digital technology and in the children's use of it. Furthermore, as mentioned by Griffiths 2006 and Smahel 2012, this behavior has been given different labels such as addictive use, pathological use, compulsive use, or disordered use, applied to digital devices or online applications or activities. In addition to the different labels, there is no consensus on the problem that such activities are assumed to cause. Few studies have explored in depth which problems may occur as a direct consequence of hypothetically addictive use of technology, reflecting the relative immaturity of the evidence base. To conclude, digital technology is unlikely to trigger any reliance by getting a direct brain effect. Besides, it says the brain may be manipulated. Neuroscience evidence is not validated or rewired using digital technologies, which should be discussed with skepticism. Often, the news media and academic researchers' neuroscience findings are misused, misunderstood, or exaggerated, leading to unhelpful hijacked brain theories, inducing fear and doubt and confusion among the public. Technology is helpful for young children because technology has become a foundational component in many areas of our daily lives, as well as children. Today, it is not uncommon for many school-age children to have first encountered technological devices as toddlers. As such, students tend to associate laptops, tablets, and other similar devices with the fun and excitement. But aside from that, young children who spend more time engaging with devices may not spend as much time interacting with their peers, which can affect those children's social and emotional growth. In mitigating this risk, it is important to manage technology time to allow children to interact socially with family and friends. Although technology for children has risks and advantages, we still need to manage and look out for them as always. We need to believe in a balanced approach to education, fun but informative, technological but hands-on, modern yet traditional. Striking the perfect balance, our parents' guidance and dedicated educators help nurture the children's cognitive, social, and emotional development all in a safe and nurturing environment.